Hey guys, it's me, Allegra, and I'm a travel nurse who likes to inspire all nurses, new, old, and aspiring to be the best nurse that you can be because you will be a great nurse. You are a great nurse. And I don't know what to tell you. Let's follow each other on Instagram. You can follow me at nurselife_Allegra, and we can be best friends there. We can just throw inspiration at each other like confetti, right? Was that too much? Is that too much? Do you not like confetti? Do you like sprinkles? I like both. But this video is about, unfortunately, the brown spots on the other side of the fence of travel nursing, the cons, the poo-poo spots. And I picked out five reasons you may not want to be a travel nurse. These are the cons of travel nursing. So the first one, quite obvious, is being away from home. Who wants to be away from home? I mean, that is the con of travel nursing. You are away from home, away from your friends, your family. But if you are a social butterfly, you'll make new friends. Or you could be like me, a total introvert. and that may not be the case. And you like your alone time. And this honestly counts as my alone time every time I go away. And then I feel very much more social when I actually do go home. So the second one is having to learn everything on the fly very quickly. You have to adapt, sometimes in a blink of an eye. This particular assignment gave, they gave a week of orientation, which is the longest orientations I've had thus far. I usually get, my shortest was a half a shift. I got 8 hours. And the normal is usually a shift, like a full-on shift. So I don't know what to tell you. I came here and I was just like, ooh, we giving a week? We giving a week orientation? Like 3 shifts? Too far. So I felt very bougie, very bougetto. But if you are somebody who needs that extra time, that kind of space just to adapt, you're gonna have to spin those wheels just a bit faster, because the curve of learning their policies, especially if you don't know maybe their charting system, or maybe you do know the charting system, and everyone buys a different package. So yes, I know how to use Epic, but other people buy different lower end versions of Epic, or maybe the elite package of Epic, and so they have certain capabilities or less capabilities than you may be used to. So it's still learning how and what they're looking for when they audit their charts, of exactly what you need to put in or chart for them. We're not even going to talk about Cerna. Cerna is different every time I use it. I feel like a brand new user. I hate telling people that I somewhat know Cerna, because it's like I never learned it. I do digress. The third is dealing with bad perception. As a travel nurse, you are already are the boogeyman coming. You are the expensive nurse. You are the nurse that's going to wear the label of, they could have gave me the raise instead of trying to bring in these travel nurses. You know what I mean? If you've already come to the floor and they've somehow like had like some kind of myth or whatever with their numbers, such as HCAP stores, HAPUs, whatever, they'll be like, well, that's because we have a lot of travelers, you know, and the travelers are messing the communication up. The travelers are bringing the HAPUs. The travelers are whatever have you. And because I want to say what else brings that bad perception? Because you are learning on the fly and you are just trying to get in there and do what you need to do so that no one calls you into the office, slaps you on the wrist for whatever you did not chart or what you overchart, or I don't even know what to tell you, chart. Something in the chart about your patient care. They were like, oh, well, she doesn't interact. Oh no, it's too much. It's not really gelling with the flow of our floor personality wise. So that in itself is a con. You have to read the room, and when somebody comes and throws a little dart at you, you can't even like, you have to like hold your tongue to an extent where you can be like, cool, I got you, I read you, thank you. Here we go. Adjust. Here you go. Let me serve you. Did you get that? Great. So just dealing with the bad perception and still looking like the bigger person on top. Because I want you to know that bad perception, all those little darts that they fly at you, it is so easy, so extremely easy for them to knock you down to their level of pettiness, their just level of just nitpicking, that you yourself, you would look like you engage them in that kind of activity, not them engaging you. So just bad perception. It happens. Do your job, keep your head down, read the room. If anything, my motto is, if no one remembers my name, that's good, because no one can make the story up about me and I can dip. Bye. Super. I don't need anybody to remember my name to connect me with anything, to make up a story about me, to whatever have you. I remember my name if you want to put a compliment to it, great. But other than that, invisibility suits me just super fine. Thank you. Love that for me.
So I totally forgot about number 4. How could I say 5 things and there is only 4 things on here? So the 4th thing is being ready for the unexpected. That is knowing that you're going to be floated first, knowing that you could be canceled first for the day. It's just, you're the lowest man in the totem pole, so expect to be the one with the first admissions, the most admissions, the patient who has been on the floor for eons, and it's apparently always your turn to have that patient. So expect the unexpected.
And then number 5, I'm sure every travel nurse has dealt with this one time or another. Have I dealt with this? I've done with being pulled out and being staged, and then like being moved around from area to area, thinking that they were going to like activate me. But there are other more like heart-wrenching stories that I've heard from other travel nurses, and that is the cancellation of a contract. Whether it's before you get there, at the same day you get there, or you've been working there for like a couple of weeks and they did as a disciplinary action towards you and you didn't even know you were in disciplinary action. That is the weirdest thing to me. Tell me you're doing it as a disciplinary action. Just be like, hey, you remember I told you to do that ABC thing for me and you didn't? You decided to do DEF? Okay, yeah. I told your company and contract canceled. Or, I don't even know what to tell you. Just a cancellation of the contract that's what it is. I mean, because you've already got your accommodation. Most travel nurses like do Airbnbs, or if you went like to Furnish Finder. Where's the other place? The other website. There's another website. But basically, like, some of them ask for 3 months or like a whole month or in advance. You lose money. You do lose money because in the most part, you kind of prepay or like upfront money ahead of time for certain things for when you do travel. So there's that. It's a gamble with that. I want to just knock on wood that I have not had any of those heart-wrenching stories that I've heard about, and I'm just like, I truly don't know if I knew exactly what to do if I was in a situation where my contract was canceled so early or even before I got to the assignment. I don't know. So that is a con. And at this point in time, like, it's still like a black little like hole for me, and I don't know. I mean, I've had the threat of a cancellation of a contract, and it didn't cancel. Matter of fact, they were like, "Can you extend?" And I was just like, "No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go while I can." Just too much. So those are the 5 reasons you may not want to be a travel nurse. Those are the cons. Those are the brown spots on the other side of nursing. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. So, like, what do you guys think? Like, is any of those a deal breaker for you? Like, would you still risk everything and just do it and walk out there? I did. I honestly, I was a staff nurse at a certain time in my life, not so far, not so long ago, and I said there had to be something. It had to be something better, something different. I can be miserable and do something different and still be a nurse. And so I'm standing here, or better yet, I'm sitting here in this moment. And yes, I still meet the micromanaging manager. I still encounter those nurse bullies. I still see the nurse cliques. I still see the clueless residents who are just getting their feet into being a full-fledged doctor. You still run into it, but I feel the saving grace for my mental stability and the fact that I'm just like, oh my god, nursing, is the fact that there's an ending point at each facility that I'm at. 13 weeks, it's 6 weeks, it's 8 weeks, and I'm just like, I can deal with the micromanaging manager, because honestly, homegirl didn't show her face until like week 10, and I was like, got 3 more weeks, sis. I can do that. 3 more weeks, and the majority of the 3 weeks, I got placed on weekends. Oh, God save, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I feel like I'm just rambling, so I'm just gonna end it right here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that this brought some enlightenment for you, that you can better weigh your options of becoming a travel nurse. And if you already are a travel nurse, what are some cons that you had to consider before you made the jump? Or if you did decide and you were like, nah, travel nursing is not for me, which con really was like deal breaker? No, can't do it, won't do it, know how, love to, but it's just not for me. So don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, because it really does help my videos, and I will see you guys next week.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that